So it's just like different ways to work. There are pros and contras to everything. Ah, there we go. How many dead blades are that today? 4? I blame this one on the titanium. Because I cut titanium with this one before, so I blame it fully on the titanium there. It also felt very much like it was just through with life. I'm eating through the blades again. Oh, not that good. Come on, let me get the blade out, please. Oh, it doesn't want to. There we go. There we go. A blade. Nice and secure. Do I have a blade piece in here? I don't think so. Also, I started cutting very, very slow. So maybe it was me after all. How many blades do you need? Yes. Yeah, it does feel like that though. Go. Yeah. Let me measure this. Oh, what is this? This is 1.8 high. Now let me try to do a trick with it. Would you allow me to do a trick with it, please? So I have here a nifty thing. I like the word nifty, by the way. I don't know why. Maybe because every time I say it, it reminds me of the Niffler from Harry Potter. You know, those little guys that can sniff out treasure and metals and collect like all the shiny things. You know, I always say that goldsmiths are just like little dragons that hoard things, but maybe we are not dragons, maybe we're just nifflers. Would be a little bit disappointing, but on the other hand, like, yeah, probably more like that. Dragon is a little bit too epic for me. Our music is gone. Nifty 50. Lens isn't the nifty 50. Oh, that's good. I don't think this thing is made for such small ones. Yeah. No, it definitely isn't. Okay. Ugh. Oh gosh, this block is so heavy. I do think I can just do it on a piece of wood though. let me put this away. Just kind of falls through. Piece of wood, where are you? There you are. Oh, I mean, we'll take our drilling piece here and see. I think the drilling piece was probably given before everything else. And I will probably just hammer my piece of silver inside of it, will I not? Probably. Yeah. Exactly what's happening. Do I have to do it on here? Seriously. Can I do it with maybe with a little ball thing? I don't know how they are called. Oh yeah, this works much better. It kind of worked. Kind of. Mm. Maybe this will work now with the other thing. Shit is heavy. This one is very, very heavy, and I also feel like I need to oil it up. Come on, it's got stuck. There we go. I mean, I don't think it works really well. Hmm. Mm. Okay, this has not worked out really well. Like the thing is, my conical thingy there, you can see I hammered in an edge in here. So you can see that the conical, like it has a 3mm drilled in hole basically, and the conical starts, you can do only that is above that. That was good to know, by the way, I did not know that. So I guess I am back at the beginning with my idea with either of a jump ring that I bend into a jump ring with 4 prongs, or these little things with 4 prongs. So it will be one of those two. I have a lot of jump rings in here. So maybe I can scavenge one of those. Like, look, I have this one here that is open. So I can cut it a little bit smaller and close it up. And here's another one. No, that's one's a lot thinner, isn't it? Else I will just take one of these things apart. Let me see. 6, 0.77, yeah. Let me take this one of these apart. Ah, a turkey! That was dangerous. Okay, so let me see how big this is. Larger than 4 even. How much do I need on the middle? How much is this now? 4, okay. I can work with this. Where is my cutter? There is my cutter. Cut into the leather so it does not fling into my face. Let's see. Would this fit now? I mean, it would. I think it can be even a little bit smaller. Let me try this on the flower. Yeah, this will definitely work a lot better than what I had before. Or if I it works better than if I take just a 4mm setting. It needs to be a little bit smaller so that I can bend the petals properly. So I will make this even a little bit smaller, and then we will make the second one, and then we will start soldering on the prongs. I can make this around here. Oh, good that our leather is clean. I do not have to search in it for long to find my stuff. I need to clean my leather more often. Just something, one of those things that gets lost in my routine. Come on. You would expect I could do this a little bit better. we go. Now bend it around. There we go. This looks wonderful. Also, since my bearings do have 1.5 millimeter hole, like the middle pieces can be 1.5 millimeter thick, it means that I have a little bit of space to drill into the flower to make sure that my stone point sits freely. True. True, very, very true. Let's leave it by that. Don't you clean your leather regularly? I think everybody should clean their leather regularly. No, damn it. Now I kind of gone silent. I'm trying to not mess this up. Yeah, that's very good. Too much silver can eventually start smelling. Yeah, and imagine of all the icky things that are inside. Pieces from different projects and so on. Okay, I need 0.8 millimeter wire now. I don't think I have 0.8 millimeter wire. By the way, I don't know if you have been here, but look, this is a wire with a silver thread. Do you see it? Isn't that cool? I think I do not have the counterpart for this one though. Or do I? Is it one of these? No. I have only this thread. It was from when I was learning to cut threads into metal. I think that I have not done since. Silver trends among the gold. Yes, I was looking for 0.8 wire. That's the wrong box right then. Oh, this could be 0.8 wire. Please be 0.8 wire. No, this is the 1 millimeter wire. Wait, did I just pack the thread away? Oh no, I have another one here. Look. I don't see anything. There we go. Also from the same thing. Cutting threads is much easier than you would think. I will just take 1 millimeter wire. It means my stones will hold better. Wire. Maybe that's something we can do tomorrow, is the 1 millimeter wire. The moment when you just doubt your own calculation skills so much. that you're more willing to accept that there is a mistake somewhere than that you have done a good job. Just not enough. Yeah, I hate the just not enough. That's like the worst feeling because you have to redo everything. I was I was very happy recently. I had a I made the trolley needle. I don't know if you remember. And and I had a wire set aside for this, and I was thinking like, yeah, this wire looks like it would fit. And I have not really calculated anything. I just looked at it and said, it looks legit. And it fit, but like, ah, just so. Just so. I was very proud and also a little bit scared in the middle of it as I was making it, that I would have to take a new wire. Compiler must be buggy. Imposter syndrome. I cannot be right. Something is definitely wrong. Can I eyeball this or do I have to? I guess I could eyeball this too. Could have eyeballed it. Something must be wrong. I mean, yeah. Please don't. I see, I see. I mean, I know how that feels. I always have this moment of self-doubt. Well, I don't have a moment of self-doubt. I live in self-doubt, but I always have this like very pronounced moment of self-doubt when I finish a piece and I look at it and I think like, nope, not good enough. Like with every single piece, no matter what it is. And I'm not really like sure how to deal with that. So I go by fake it till you make it. Even if you do not believe in it, just, you know, put it out in the world, let other people decide. Sometimes you're happy with what you do. Yeah, I'm happy with what I do. I'm just very unsure about like selling stuff. And most of the time I know that it's very irrational, but it just eats you up a little bit, you know. And I think it's normal, at least from what I've heard from people around me, you know, and other creators and stuff, other goldsmiths, is that it is pretty much normal. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I think I want to try with this one. I want to try a thing. So I've seen somebody make these four-sided prongs with a ring inside of them by soldering two wires together, crisscross, and then bending them. And then it turned out to be great. So let's do that. Where's the middle? I need a visual representation of the middle. I think I don't even need like a full to sink it fully in. I just need to sink it in a little bit so it stays in the middle. So that's good, because this part will be cut off anyway. But basically I think I just need to make two dips. This one and then this one. Put them over each other. And I'm not even sure that they have to be perfectly 90 degrees for this, because I can bend them by a lot, can't I? And I have like the proper alignment on my ring. Something like this. Put these away so they do not get hurt. Have only two of them left. I feel like I should buy more of them. There we go. The piece doesn't exist. Nah, my pieces exist in my head for a very long time. I'm just listening to the song. Like I listen to all of these songs very, very passively usually, so where I do not actually register what they are singing about. And I just caught the Shia LaBeouf sound. Sure this will work. You use your browser for quality control. You're done with some projects. Savage. Well, not that you use your brother, but the commentary afterwards. I think that's good. I think I need to file into the ring a little bit more. But in general, I think this works pretty well. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's relatively easy to make, so I'm pretty sure I've made a setting like this before. So this feels very familiar. Let me see if I have enough space to sit my stone over if it's. Yeah, look. Oh, you cannot see anything. Come on. So you see it's too high right now because the prongs do not allow it to move deeper. So it's basically perfect, I would say. Because you need to bend the prongs a little bit open and burr into them and so on. So I think this will be very good. Let me solder this. Must be something wrong. Yeah, it can be a little bit crooked. I don't think it matters in the end. I don't think that it being crooked right now means it will be crooked in the end because I will adjust everything. But there is the possibility that it could end up very crooked. You know, with this one, like it's one of those projects where you do not really know until the very end if it will really work. So since I am using new bearings, and actually it goes for all of the bearings that I use, there is always the possibility in the end that when I set the bearing, that I damage it. And this goes for setting the outside bearing the same way as it goes for setting, riveting the inside part in. So there is always this possibility of me just ruining the piece in the very last step, which is very, how should I put it? Exciting? Should I call it exciting? It's nerve-wracking. And I think this is a thing that I have noticed I have a lot with my pieces. And I think it's just a thing that is like very natural to moving parts. Did you have to oil them? Oh, well, yeah, I have to like clean them afterwards and oil them and so on, but riveting is like the last thing that I do physically to them. Like everything else is just cleaning, you know. But yeah, it's like the very last step in production. Yeah, so when I insert them, didn't I have, yeah, for example, this one is basically one of the bearings that I think I ruined. It's full of dust right now. It's also not one that I will probably ever use. Well, not probably. If it is a ruined one, I will never use it. And I'm pretty sure I ruined this one by dapping something in on the end. Like I stick through here, the other part is stuck through, and then it is riveted. Like the metal is carefully bent over so it cannot slide out again. No. Well, I wasn't about the oiling part. I was not sure if I should oil them for storage. But I think what they meant is actually that you need to oil them when you first use them so that they do not like do funky stuff. I don't think I need to oil them for storage. Yeah. That was the thing that I was talking about last time. So there is a difference on how, basically how they are stored. Bearings are stored. I feel like this one needs a little bit more solder. Let me get a little bit more. Oh, you cannot see anything. I'm so sorry. Did I just lose my piece of solder I just cut? I think I did. Come on. Thank you. I have my wax stick on here. Oh, my hands are shaky. There we go. Okay, this goes into the pickle. Number 1. Let's do the number 2. Let's do the second one. Maybe that's a better phrasing. But oh well. It is what it is. Let's take a chance with this one, this music mix. Ambiguous. What exactly does ambiguous mean, by the way? Zweideutig. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know what it was today. I don't know what's up today, but we are very ambiguous today. There we go. Let me mark the other two. By the way, I'm trying very hard to not sit like a potato. And I think I'm actually managing it. Samuel Pisano, hello, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the lurkies. So, for people who do not know who Samuel is,
hello, friend.
Let me shout you out. Also a streamer here in the crafting community, works with wood and does amazing stuff, has a YouTube channel. You should check it out, see if you like it, you know, leave a heart. Of course. If you want, you can, as always, drop your social and shop link. So, how are you? What were you up today? I am good, thank you. I'm just making some rotating pendants. Oh, by the way, where is the thing? Welcome, raiders. I'm Kiri. I'm a goldsmith. I regularly forget to introduce myself. Yeah, I work here in my workshop. I work with metal, mostly with silver, just because of the price. I can also work with gold and have worked a lot with gold. I try to make kinetic jewelry, which means that jewelry has moving parts and pieces. For example, right now I am working on some earrings that will have bearings inside and can rotate really easily. And this is one of our last builds. There we go. With this movement. Gets stuck here a little bit. I don't know why. There we go. So this is the latest piece we have made here on stream. Yeah. If you like to see how this stuff is made, leave a heart. Yeah, the stone is in. I put the stone in this weekend. So it's a yellow sapphire and black diamond inside. Thank you. You built a lazy Susan, then you prepared your studio for recording of occasions that you built. I don't know what occasion is. Lazy Susan. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. So you also used bearings. Percussion instrument. Let me let me Google that word. I have zero idea what you're talking
Hello,
about.
friend.
Ah, okay. I Googled it. You're also lazy. Yeah. As I said, if you have any links to drop, then please feel free. There we go. I'm just making a setting right now, so there will be some London blue topaz in these earrings, which are dark blue topaz, and I'm making right now the settings that will hold them in place. There we go. First I make a little cut with my saw, that's the easiest, and then I can make the little cavity inside of the silver where my wire will go. This will help me position my wire very well. This also allows the wire to have a little bit more area to solder to, so the connection is more stable. You think, more twisted than the other end, so it behaves more like a thread instead. No, that's not it. Because it can move even, like, it was a longer one. It was a longer one and I shortened it and it could move through all the end. It could fall off, basically. And it also has to do with how hard it hits the thing. What I think is that it might get stuck on the end because there is either a little bit of solder somewhere, so it gets basically like turned into it, or it has to do something with yeah, I don't know, but it can be that it is too twisted, sadly. Maybe still a very thin jump ring at the end. Yeah, I cannot really solder anything to it anymore since the stones are in. Well, I could actually, because it's a sapphire and a black diamond. I think it has to do something with like the area here, cutting into the area here. As you can see here, it is a little bit flatter because I soldered it a little bit on the outside, and I think it's somewhere here that it gets stuck. So maybe I need to work out, make this a little bit rounder. Maybe that's it. That can actually be it. Yeah, it may be some solder on the end. Like, I think that's my best bet. Yeah, that would not look that good. So I think it's little like here. You can see that there is like a little dip in there. I don't know. So I will try to just like go over it a little bit with a file very, very carefully and work it out. Yeah, I think so too. Like, and it really depends on how hard it hits the top. Let me see. Yeah. And I thought first that it's catching here on the corners, but I think that's not it either. And I mean, the turning mechanic is basically like ends here, like the part that actually is responsible for the turning, it ends like around here. So it can actually be that it's on the other side, right? It can actually be that it's this part here where it gets thinner. Can very well be because it has here also like a little dip. So maybe I need to make that. There is a notch, yeah. I'm not sure if the notch was there all the time or if it's something that I accidentally made with a file. I think I need to like look at it through a loop maybe. Yeah, it usually is. It usually is. That's true. I think I made this one a little bit crooked. Oh well. Or maybe it just looks crooked because it's not finished yet. There we go. Yeah, we will be. We will need to make wire tomorrow. No, I really do not want to. Number one or number two wire? Number one. I need some 1mm wire. I think I will end up making some 1.5mm wire and some 1mm wire. Because I need those two like really often. I wish I could sing. I think that is such a freeing experience when you can sing. Sadly, I cannot sing. You can ask Headless. Every time I try, he just puts his soundproof earphones on. Like, nope, not doing this. Not today. Where is my file? Everyone can sing the question if others can listen to it. Yeah. I wish I could sing moderately well. I don't even have to sing good. It just has to be okay. And I guess this is something I could practice. I know that you can practice your voice. There we go. Does this fit? Come on, fit. I guess it kind of does. There we go. Secure it in the clamp for good measure. By the way, do you know what this is? This is just some thread with some polishing powder on it. And this is how you get into all the crevices and nooks where you cannot get into with your polishing tools. You can use some thread instead. You drive at night. Can you imagine this actually being a thing where like the FBI agents miss somebody communicating something terrible because they communicate with terrible singing that nobody can listen to? The CIA, I think it depends on what exactly you're planning and where you are. Like we do not hear a lot about the German secret services here. And that can mean two things. Either they are really, really bad or they are really, really good. Make of it what you will. No, lol, no. Oh my god. Or am I mixing something up? You know what? CIA is for other countries. Stasi. Oh, okay, it is. Okay, I mixed something up, sorry. In the German army a few. What happened in the German army a few days ago? I do not know anything. Do you have some news for me? Stasi ended in 1990. Okay, BND is actually not bad. Okay, then it is. Okay, then I did react correctly. Are you saying there is a tone-deaf villain network of mad scientists and arch enemies? Yeah, can you imagine that this is the way how they get against around surveillance by just singing so incredibly bad that everybody's ears start bleeding? Apparently, some secret conversation about missiles to Ukraine were leaked to Russians. Oh, well, I really do not have like an opinion on the German army. I still find it funny that some like secret documents about tanks get leaked into. Which game was that? There is some game that they are like very regularly leaked onto because people get into arguments how something is built and if it's built accurately or not. Like where I'm very, very skeptical of why they are actually leaked. Dialed in and listened, okay. Well, you know, I just want this conflict to be over. I don't think that I don't think that Russia has any chance. At least I hope not. But let us not discuss this here. Politician is normal, military not so much. It should not. Use the top. Everybody. I think since we have the talking lady here in our home, like you know, the wonderful device that I can speak to that starts with the letter A, I think being about oh somebody is listening to something that's really outdated because it's listening to everything. Like let's start there. Oh my god. Let me turn this a little bit around. It's not really well aligned. Oh, I haven't heard that one in ages. Like that song in any way. I was wondering for since the beginning of the song why it sounds so familiar and which one it was, but it is just toxic. Wow. Wow. So much wow. Jeez. Where is my round file? There is my round file. There we go. The thing is, I grew up without really listening to music or radio or anything. And this is actually one of my songs that should have been very present in my, I don't know, childhood, teen years, something like that. But I actually got to know this song. I think it's Toxic by Britney Spears, isn't it? I got to know like the original, not the remix, very, very late. And fun thing, I got to know it through playing League of Legends and looking up some clips. And then at some point, there was a clip of somebody who, oh, that's very loud, of somebody who made an Evelyn compilation to that music. Turns on the radio in every room she enters. Maybe she just needs to silence the voices in her head. Is this something I should not joke about? Probably. No, it's too late. No, I grew up very unaware of pop culture, which is very strange, I think. I also had once, I had a very hipster moment. So when I moved to the last town, where I'm still basically am, I was still in school, and a friend of mine gave me as a present, as a goodbye present, she gave me like 6 Blu-rays of music. So it's like a ton of music. And I listened to one of the bands there, like I, sieved through and picked out what I liked. And one of the bands I listened to, and a few years later, they became popular, like pop culture popular. And I remember I was like, one of my new classmates asked me what kind of music I was listening to. So I showed him, and he was like, I don't like this. And like a few years later, everybody is listening to that band. And I was like, I was here first. Like, you booed me then, and now you all like it. I was finishing up school already. Well, no, well, it was like last 3 years. Yeah, exactly. But well, I think mostly I felt cheated because uh, the music was deemed as weird when I was listening to it. But a few years later, just like everybody was jamming to it, and I was like, "Excuse me, why is this on the radio?" But I guess it also, you would think it also meant that I wasn't considered weird anymore, but no. That sadly automatically did not get taken out. I think that was like my only moment with music where I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess I was weird not only because of my music. I think the music was just like the icing on top. Crazily expanding things called CD burner. Oh, you used to have a fanny pack with your huge calculator inside when you were at school. You didn't want to leave it in your bag. Oh, computer running through the night to a few albums. Oh yeah. second. I will actually take a look at it. We were required to get